Love together. Push like someone's crime. Keep on art. Keep on art.
One, two, three. Okay. So today again talk about how to draw cars like Akira Toriyama, and I will go deeper on this topic. And here I have special system. It's like my own system. You cannot find it anywhere. I develop it myself. Special secret system. So this system kind of like really universal and help you kind of understand how this like visual language work and how different styles work in art, so you can learn from other artists and you can also develop your own style, like more kind of rationally, so you can like have clear picture, clear parameters, clear methodology here. So idea is like imagine it's like when you draw, right? It's like it's your way to visually communicate. So it's kind of like you're trying to deliver certain message, like signal something and stuff like that, right? So it's communication, representation. So this like package of information, what is consist from? So what is consist of? So I break it down into 4 main components, and these 4 components, they base on 4 parameters. It's like intersection of 4 categories. One category of verbal communication, no, one category of communication is verbal and non-verbal. So other category, it's concrete and abstract. So when like talking about verbal, non-verbal, it's obvious, it's very easy. It's like words and gesture. So let's say like when you speak with the words, when you tell some, when you want to express something with the words, by mean of words, right? So there is like all these terms, vocabulary, all this stuff. It's a verbal. Then non-verbal, it's a gestures, and all these kind of things, which is you can use words to describe gesture, but you cannot translate gesture into words. It's impossible. It's just like incompatible. It's like oil and water. So, but they're both present. It's just kind of quality of communication signal, kind of. So, verbal is this like language with the words, with the meaning, and non-verbal, it's a gesture, like it's like raw speaking kind of here, right? So, and then other like duality here is concrete and abstract. It means like concrete is something like let's say like I take pencil and I say, okay, here it's It's like it's clearly this thing what I'm talking about. So I can hold it, I can mention it, I can point at it. It's something concrete. So something which is not have like other um like other ways to think about it, kind of, it's just, it is like what it is, just here. So, and the abstract, I mean, like most convenient examples is like ideas, right? So it's like when you say love or any kind of meaning, actually meanings, they all abstract, it's like more about our mutual agreement about what we mean by terms. So it's kind of this, you see what I mean? It's like something like focus, like narrow, it's like concrete. When I say it's exactly this thing, and so there is no objections, no any confusion, kind of. And abstract, which is actually can be anything, so it's like very broad. So, and then what we have, like when we kind of intersect these four categories, we get these four elements of communication. So you see how fundamental this is, like can be whatever. It can be art, it can be like dancing, it can be music, it can be like just verbal communication, like two guys talking to each other, and it always will be same for components. So when we kind of intersect verbal and concrete, it's object. So object, yeah, like I say, it's like a pencil, for example. So then even pencil, I can kind of like break down into other objects. It's like we have this lid, right? We have a wood cover. We have this metal cover for eraser. So it's already like one object, pencil. It's already consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 objects. So it's kind of, you can call it element, but this will mean it's like element as like in relation to pencil. But they also independently, they are also objects. Like me, for example, you can call me like a character, right? So like I'm a person character. But then you can look like what kind of objects I consist of. So I have like head, it's an object. Like you can even call like eyebrow an object. So this kind of what I mean here by this term. So it's something like verbally you can spell it, you can say it in the words, and it's a concrete thing, concrete kind of entity, let's say, right? So when we intersect nonverbal and concrete, so this is what we call image. So what is examples of image? I think like best example it's a portrait. So, or like look, right? So because we, like everybody have face, like people like have head have face, kind of, right? So it's like pair of eyes, nose, mouth, ears, all this stuff. So but we see difference between people, we see like different appearance. We see like, oh, his face is like, maybe he look like a grumpy, or this person look like a very nice person, this looks like danger person, this looks clever, look remind me someone, and etc., right? So this particular quality of this like objective parameters, which create this like non-verbal message, this is image. So we have like concrete elements, building nonverbal idea. So you can look for words to explain like how, like, just look at anyone, look at yourself, like find words how you look, try to find words like what is your appearance is, like how is your perceived like visually, right? It's impossible. You can only like you can only agree on certain compromise, kind of. You can say like, okay, this seems pretty close, but is not translated into words, so it think on itself, kind of. This is image. So for us as artists, it's very important. I will later demonstrate all these elements and how to use this system, kind of. So because we are making images, so we should be able to decode images and made like program kind of new images. So then we have like, if we intersect verbal and abstract, so then we will have idea, like I said before, idea. So it's like you can say in words, right? It's a verbal. So, but it's still abstract. So you can say anything like I don't know, like friendship, love, meaning, even like meaning, it's abstract. So pretty much everything, and kind of it's ideas, kind of, right? So every term, it's kind of like idea, and every idea, it's abstraction. It's just concept. So then if we intersect non-verbal and abstract, so this kind of like, I even don't know which word to find for this, so I call it like abstract form. So let's call it like abstract form. And this abstract form is like, let's say it's like if we are breaking down gesture, so gesture will be consist of abstract forms. It's like curve or a rhythm, you know. Or so in the art, like for us, we have like this spots, shapes, dots, patterns, textures. But I'm more like actually patterns, because eventually if you break it down, texture it's a pattern. So abstract form like this, when we make abstract and non-verbal, so it's something like you cannot actually say what is it, and this is not concrete, so you cannot say what is it, and it doesn't have any finite interpretation. It's like infinite interpretation, you know. You can like, yeah, we have certain conventions towards abstraction, right? So I can say like somebody move, I can say like, okay, he's like healthy, or what kind of mood he have, or what kind of intention he have. But it's just like part of this. Then if I will look like a dancing teacher, right, I will see much more than average person. Like I will see more specifically, kind of. I will see like, okay, he have like a untrained body, like stiff muscles, and maybe like if I look at him as a certain like fitness instructor or doctor, I will see have some health problems, or I will see like, oh, I need to stop eating this food, things like this. So abstraction is this kind of nonverbal abstract uh, qualities. They're like have this very elusive and infinite quality. So let's now this system is kind of it's insane. It's amazing stuff if you really understand what I'm talking about. It's a crazy tool. So let's say Akira Toriyama, right? So what his work is consist of? Say we have, like, maybe I put this table here so we can analyze. So this is perfect example of artist style, which is about balance, like kind of playing with these elements of visual representation. So you see we have objects. Objects, it's like, let's say, car. And what objects is elements of this car? And in Akira Toriyama style, he's very realistic with these elements. He's very realistic with the objects. So his general feature in his artistic vision, is his artistic approach, is he like systematic and careful about objects, about realism. So he analyzes structure of a vehicle. So he understands what kind of elements it's made of. So like here have this thing, like I don't know how to say, like holder kind of for engine cover kind of holder. Then have like front lights, have this turn signals. So you can see like how some artists, they draw vehicles very lousy. They just like drawing this like very uncertain, weird mess. When like notorious feature of Akira Toriyama, he look very technically at structure of vehicles, right? So he look like exactly like what makes this vehicle to be itself, kind of what kind of elements, like in the portrait, right? So we have like every vehicle have four wheels and stuff, like if every face have all these special features, but what parameters make you look different from other person? So in the same way, he look into properties of objects, like minor objects, which made this particular model of a vehicle. So you see, like for example, here we can look like front light and turn signal, right? So and here front light and turn signal. So verbally it's the same words, but it's different image, right? Then he like his ideas, let's say for example idea, like every image have idea. So I trying to decode it here, but you know, it's something like joy, I don't know, like friendship, safety. Like here it's like adventurous, also like promising, wishful. You can write your own version. Same, like kind of like a friendship, security, control. So we can see also this kind of repetitive ideas, and like different artists will have their own set of ideas, like your own approach, like how you treat certain aspects. Like I say here, like Akira Toriyama, he treat realistic quality kind of structure very seriously. Only what he do with the structure, he do on an abstract level. So non-verbally, he want to make kind of better impact, like emotional impact. So, and for doing this, he changing proportions, and also actually like also using these manga materials, it's also kind of non-verbal quality, because it's make work to have this particular art flavor, you know, and cultural context. So it's kind of put it in a certain category of art and cultural environment, right? So it's like, oh, it's like manga and stuff like this. So he changes these proportions to make vehicles look like you know, like toys, or like children vehicles, like when they have this kind of vehicles that children can drive, like I don't know how they call, you know, like they have pedals. Now they even have like engines, so it's like tiny versions of real vehicles. So it's kind of like a way, probably, like how he make this technical like adult world be more friendly for children, so they feel it's like something more realistic for them, like it's became part of children reality, because they're like, hey, yeah, this looks like something I know from my life. It's like this kind of children car I drive in the park, you know. So it's his method to communicate and connect in his communication. So yeah, so let's say, and using this approach, I will show how it works and how I will do it on example from real world cars. So write me in the comments. Because you see, it's interesting. Also, like I given you theory, right? Because for me it was very important to find this kind of model. It's very crazy, it's very helpful. But if you don't have this interest and eager, like I don't know, maybe you don't need it, or you're not there yet. It for you, it will be too abstract. It's like, oh, what's this kind of guy talking about all this stuff? Just tell me how to draw straight lines without ruler, you know. When in reality, this is actually like super important. This like and super useful. This stuff really cool, really useful. Because now, like, you look at this car, right? With this system, you can be very deliberate, very rational, very precise. You look Mustang, for example, right? What no, like we see, it's the objects, is a vehicle, it's a car, it's a Mustang, right? So concrete and the verbal, we know model, we know like type of object. Then I start to break it down because objects, it's kind of this always hierarchical tree, because if it's something which is not consist of something else, then it's abstraction. So every object is kind of a compound of other objects. I hope it makes sense, right? So it's always tree of a hierarchy tree. So if we look like objects like car, right? Car. So there is typical elements of this car is like, I don't know, let's say like a body and wheelbase. Um, body of apes, like say like I will put, yeah, I will make like in another category this like a greenhouse. It's called tumble dome, I think. Tumble dome, tumble dome. It can be inside body, or here I make it in a separate category. So, and then let's say like features. I don't know. Features. So what do you notice already? Like if I'm car mechanic, I will break it down a different way, right? So if like depending on my uh, um, on my background, I will make different kind of analysis. So already here, this is creative process. How you see stuff, like how you see is like what kind of components you recognize. And you see so many people, they so lazy with it, and like they're totally like irrational and unaware about things around them. But for artists, it's intolerable. You should not be like that. You should be like more precise, and like it's really professional and important skill to train in yourself. Even not only artists, like every creative person. If you will read some books, listen some interview with other artists, they all talk about this. It's just listen how they describe their process. They, first of all, they have this like very clear, sharp approach. You know, look this like a blade, like a laser, just like just cut everything, like analyze, breakdown. This is definition of intellect. Is how you break down into categories, how you categorize reality around you. Like you say, okay, this belong to this category, that belong to that category. Then here we have some correlation, we have some relation, right? So somehow it's a stupid idea about creative process and art is that like it's all about intuition and emotions, something like that. We can leave it for like posers and all these hobbyists who don't really serious about it, right? But if you want to dedicate your life for art, for being artist, you better start from it. Like immediately start to treat it kind of like this, like a serious discipline with like clear properties. So, and it's fun. So you will find fun in it. So let's say here I break it down into this category, right? So I look like, okay, what kind of body it have? Like, because here we can already like compare. Like we have 3 different body type, right? So it's like Cybertruck. It's like I don't know, like squares here. Like if we don't take tumble down, right? Just like very angular square. Then this I don't know, Tesla model something is like very groovy. Uh, this kind of like a soap, yeah, soap shape. And the Mustang, this like a muscle car body type, which like kind of like a airplane for me. So then wheelbase, right? Wheelbase, same, like different size of a wheel. And let's say, okay, let's say I can start. You see, I was like not very precise, right? But then I can start again, define it more clearly. So wheelbase, it's actual wheel, like 4 times, right? 4 wheels. Then it's like suspension and how it's called, inter suspension and differential, something like this. Anyway, let's, for artists, like I'm not mechanic, so I will just call it suspension. So like visually, it's like wheel is kind of this. Suspension will be, for me as an artist who don't know much about mechanic, it will be something like this. So it's probably include differential or whatever this thing is. So it's something like under hood or underbelly, car underbelly, which connect wheels here. So I can go and break down suspension. It's like to be like precise. And for here, like me, I will need to research. I will need to go Google and so like, for maybe even find some tutorials or find some photographs. And this is what every good artist do when they want to really draw good quality vehicles. So in this particular case, I will not do it because we don't see much suspension. I only see some this. So I can fake it, like I have some idea. But in the case when it's like car will like, camera will look upshot kind of from behind bottom of a vehicle will look up. Yeah, I will definitely better if I have clear idea what is happening there. So there's like some shock absorbers, some bolts and all this stuff, But wheels, I already researched before about wheels, so we can say what wheel is consist of. It's a tire tread, forget on how to write, I think like this, tire tread and disc, right? So now we can see more, we can have now better analysis because we see like, okay, what kind of tire tread of a Cybertruck and what kind of disc. So it's like, wow, interesting features here. This one. So we have like a very narrow tread, and we have this like we can see through disc. I can see brake. This disc brake, and here kind of similar Yeah, similar, but it seems like wheel, it's a wider wheel and a different pattern of a disc. So here let's see Toriyama, right? Same, you see, like he clearly make different wheels, so have like different tire tread, different disc. Let's say here, and his quality of drawing them is very clean, very neat. Here, right? You see? So here, every time he have very clear idea, he make decision. When you have clear idea, you can make decision. If you don't understand what you're doing, you cannot make decision. It's just like floating in the air. So same here, different disc. So what it's also give me information is for artists who want to draw like Akira Toriyama. I say like, okay, I need to learn how to draw tire treads and I need to learn how to draw discs. For this, I can watch like a tutorial on Jin Bond YouTube channel. Like there's like tutorial how to draw wheels, right? So, or I can tell you right now. So, tire tread, right? It's just like ellipses, and you see again, it's like I break it down into objects, but now this object is like items of like artistic tools. It's specific for me, my artistic profession now, but it's still object. So tire tread is two ellipses, then we kind of unite these two ellipses, so it make like a ribbon between. So it's two ellipses and a ribbon. Right, so now we have this ribbon here. Then here we have this thing, like how to say, like a side, this side, like a ring, right? So you can attach this ring to this ribbon. And then here we also have like an inner ring, which have this like tapering form. It consists of it's like ribbon with a tapering, right? Like this. So in a result, we will have like this. So have, and this like with a tapering, so it will make kind of this thing. Can put some shadow for clarity. And this kind of tire. Ah no, wait a second. Tire tread. No, tire tread, it's a silhouette, right? So it's a tire, but there it will have tire tread. It's this like a pattern. What kind of pattern here, right? So there also you can watch my tutorial about how to build it properly in perspective, how to build it like on a round surface, because you need to also like make little measurement here when it's complicated, or you can eyeball it, or like I'm doing right now, which is sometimes it's enough, sometimes you want to be more precise, right? So it can be different, these tire tread patterns. So you see, let's say pattern, right? So I just want to make you like be like 100% clear here. Akira Toriyama, he doing this stuff this 100% sure. It's just like when you do it like 100 times, 1,000 times, it's became very casual thing to do. It's only in the beginning it look like I'm telling you like nonsense, like what are you talking about? It's so many information, so many details. Like we just want to draw. We don't want to think and analysis and blah blah blah. What is stupid stuff? No, this is this is actual artist process, bro. You know, it's like it's like any other profession. You don't go like in a hospital say like, okay, now I want to be a doctor. Show me who to cut. I like to help people. All I need is a knife and a body, right? So now I will like, yeah, I will help. I save people lives. No, you need to learn kind of, you know, kind of calm down. Calm down, take a book, slow down, like sit, learn, and it's at first learn how to think, you know, because if you're stupid, like if you're like this, like it's not help. You need to learn how to think. So this is kind of like what I'm trying to say here, right? So and now you see like when we have these elements, right? Um, you can see how he doing it all the time, all the time, because he has this clear focus, clear idea. Like he play with different characteristics. He say, okay, here is this disk. Yeah, and I even didn't break down disk. No, you can imagine. So same way, kind of you break down disk. So these rings and all stuff. And even like every time, like so often, he have like different kind of tire, right? So it's like because parameters can be different. So overall size can be different, right? Then this ratio of a ring can be different. So it can be like this when a ring is like very thick, or it can be like this ratio when a disk or when a ring very thin. So, and this is what we see, what he doing all the time, right? That's why we love his work, because he smart. He doing it smart. It's not just about drawing stuff. So, um, and then also like in Scott Robertson, I think he showed it. Yeah, he showed it in his tutorials. So, like Scott Robertson way to draw all this thing, it's like when you draw cross section. So basically, like you can do it all these elements with just drawing cross section. So it can be like this. So it can be like a cross section of a thread, right? So then you just add ellipse to it. So it became like this, like inner and outer. So, and depend on the properties of this cross section, we will have different thread, right? So it can be maybe like this, can be like this, and many other versions. So yeah, or let's say like this, like here. So on this drawing, let's see, you see, so it's like let's see. So you see this how we have these two planes, and you can break it, cut it any way you want. So and sometimes you see it can be just flat like this instead of two surface, or it can be round. So it's like kind of many options, many types. Так. Tumble down. Yeah. So this is just like what I want you to kind of notice, to be very clear. So, and here like tumble down, right? So he was like studying like particular type, kind of vehicle, kind of car, like I don't know, so this car, what, and he see what is elements of this tumble down. So here we have like a front window. Here we have like one like this rain, forget how it's called, water cleaner kind of. Then you see this rubber. He even like included rubber between glass and metal. Kind of, right? Brain, you serve me. And he was think about it. Like, what is that thing? This thing is a rubber between glass and metal structure. It's not just like you sit and drawing lines. It's kind of like really cool stuff. And when you start to approaching this way, it's really much fun. Because you start to see like, so this how it works. This how it's made. So I can recreate it in my work. And now instead of being like copy machine, like imitator, now you became a creator. Because kind of all our creations, is so-called remix. But this remix through your personal filter. So you look, observe all this information around you, you analyze it, and when you analyze it, like all this information became for you like kind of like a Lego piece. This what is object. It's a element of a constructor. It's like a brick, like a Lego piece, right? So now, since you recognize it, now it's your toy, it's your building block. And you can do whatever you want with this. You can compose it, recompose it. You can adjust it. You can kind of play it your way. Like, let's say, like I'm looking right now in a window. Here I have a view, right? Road, street. On the street have cars, motorcycles, people. So I say, okay, so what is street? Is people, cars, motorcycles. How many? If I draw, I can say like what, up to me. I can draw one car, I can draw 5 car, right? Since I know like what is the parameters, I can fine tune it for my preference. And it's just always been critical failure for beginner artists. It's just they're not literate and not aware. So they practically, they don't have this element. They don't have this pieces and construction structure blocks in their hands because they're lazy to analysis, to break down and break it into components and see what they're working with. And like so many Japanese artists, like what my deep respect for them, they're like very good with that. They're like very analytical. And you can see like young Japanese artists, they kind of start from it. Like I don't know, like how they rationalizing it. Like I'm not sure, like they will say it's in a way like I say it, but something similar definitely, because they're like very precise. They respect information, you know. Так, okay. Oh, first American manga. Hello. Uh, yeah, watch my tutorial about how to draw motorcycle wheels. I have on this channel. It's really helpful. Yeah, because to be this kind of precise with details is some kind of like engineering mind, you know, like I don't know, like my grandmother was engineer and teacher of physics and mathematics maybe, so I kind of have this. But point here is not kind of unique or kind of personal characteristic for particular artist. Eventually everybody do this, and you can just see it in their work. Oh, cool. Thank you for smiling. So you will see it in their work. So if you want to develop your style, actually, like I really, like, I lost it. Where's my, oh, it's here. Yeah, so I don't tell this for free because actually, just because people don't get it anyway. So, but here, let's try. We'll see if you like this kind of stuff. Like, write me in the comments, feedback. This table, it's a miracle. It's like it's a super tool to develop your own style, to better understand your favorite artists and improve very fast. So yeah, so and I don't much break abstract forms, but yeah, I mentioned, so I already mentioned all these four parameters, right? So how I look, what is objects, so you clear about components. Images is like, yeah, we can say like images here is like way how Toriyama deliver his ideas, which partially subconsciousness. He's just kind of like playful and joyful kind of spirit he have, you know. Like I don't know, like a 8-year-old something, this kind of vibes, all right? So, and abstract forms, just form of manga, it's already element of abstract form. Like I say, it's bring certain context, and also like how he uh, twist form of objects. It's this abstract form, and like I say, he do it with the purpose to make these engineering objects or this like machinery, right, to be more approachable for young audience, because they like have experience with the toy vehicles, with all this like kind of children stuff, and when he makes them like this kind of toy kind of quality, it's became like more real for children, more like their own, you know, something they can relate to, because they're not so like they cannot relate so much for adult kind of reality, right? So yeah, anyway, so let's draw some boxes. Так, станк. Так. So here I kind of like establishing proportions of these three main elements: wheelbase, like wheelbase here, um, body, and greenhouse or tumble dome. Right, so making this more like toy-like, establishing these proportions. So now I make them like make sure they're three-dimensional, so they're following perspective grid, which like I even don't want to draw, but for demonstration I can show. So here we have this line, it's X, this line it's Z, and this line is Y, right? So I kind of like having in mind this perspective grid. So when I draw this line, it's parallel to X. So when I have this like kind of inner space, I start to think more about parameters. So like body, right? So it's have this edge on the side, this kind of edge, right? So I can like make it symmetrically here. Then here will be a kind of this shape. Then here we have some kind of this front light. So then this going down like this, and we have like bumpers, I guess that's cool. So I can make like this too much theory, like describing everything this, but I think it's already been enough. Don't want it to be too boring, and yeah, I can lost in Tolkien theory forever. Так. So here is like this hole for a wheel and like extrusion like this. So it's just like I want to, I hope it's visible here how I work from general. Again, it's like from general elements. When it's like when main element, it's a general body kind of. Then there is like general uh, construction shape, right? So like this one, because like very essential here. Then I look for, oh, here's front lights and this stuff. So they're attached to main construction. So like body, right? And then this body, like you can call it's like their elements grow from it or they're attached to this, right? So that's why to have this structural vision and approach is really helpful, because with this approach uh, everything is very solid. Without structure, all these elements, they're like floating in a space, and it's overwhelming because they are not stable. You don't see how they connected, so you don't understand their logic and you cannot remember them, because like every time you need to try to find some kind of um, like fails correlation. So you try to find like, oh, how many centimeter between front light and this like fog lamp kind of, right? Like I said, okay, this many centimeter. I was like, how many centimeter between the, so you're trying to find some kind of consistency with a very not efficient approach. Instead of doing this kind of stuff, you better understand system and structure. And then you say like, oh yeah, I have body, then I put this lamp on a body, then I can move it here, I can move it here, you know. And it feels like you're doing real thing instead of focus on imitation all the time and being like on this like a nervous frustration state. Yeah. So wheel. Yeah, now I can see like Toriyama, he really likes this kind of muscle car wheels. So its tread is very wide, and here is kind of this. And then disc is deep inside. Так. Так. Just think what's better. Place it here. So and now I can also do same with tumble dome. So I change proportions just so I can stretch it upwards. Так. Maybe like this. And we look what kind of elements here. Yeah, it's like I say. It's not a rubber, but some kind of plank between, or a rubber, I'm not sure. So anyways, see the sink between glass and roof. Then, yeah, it's like entire rain. This thing on the door. It's dark. Go this. So then we have here like так, I think this. Let me see. So let's go here like this. Here we have this curve. So then this like air filter or air cooler maybe. Yeah, maybe it's like air cooler. This stuff. Then we have this stuff and mirror. So так, front. Here's like this. So also for tire tread. Tire tread. Let's see. Yeah, maybe like Toriyama do sometimes. Just lines like this. And this window cleaner. Don't know what's. Yeah, I want to beat this Guinness record drawing with the shortest pencil. Так. Maybe I just draw one cleaner. What's this? Так, let's see. Can also draw some interior. So, dear. This. Так. Maybe I can open window. So when you again like have these elements, there became like interactive. Like I have window, I can open it, I can move it, like change proportions, change parameters, and also you can move them around. So and here we have driver. Let's take some. Let it be me, kind of. Draw, yeah, with a head. Here's like this. Crazy beard guy. And the mirror. So then I will just do ink. Так, let's see. But first need to make some tea.
Madness. This is Jane Bond art.
Numbers. Music. This Cheeky Bricky is from you know this from Stalker game. So here I think I will simplify it like this. Ah, it's in Tarkov.
Let's love together! Push like, subscribe! Kill
No, I don't know. No, I seen Tarkov on YouTube, but I don't know details. This. I didn't know in a Tarkov game have a cat. Some kind of. Anyway, yeah, being a little lazy with the wheels here. Let me check. Like, does Toriyama use guides? I don't think so. It's like if we see here is like a wobble line, and no, it seems like it's freehand. So he don't use how it seems to me, like he doesn't use any like curved guides. Maybe he used a ruler. Yeah, like if he draws this one, definitely it was a ruler. But curves he drew freehand. It's like we can see the, like Scott Robertson use these curves for his drawings. So it's like they're very like sharp and quick. With Toriyama, I think they're not so sharp and like little wobble. Yeah, you can see this kind of wobble line. Yeah, it's kind of mileage. So after drawing 100 cars, you will be like this, more fluent. Так, see here. Yeah, we can see also like uh, how to say Kim Jong-un. Yeah, forgot name. How Kim Jong-il draw vehicles. Mew. So also with drawing vehicles, motorcycles, and all this stuff, it's help to learn be more simple. So I can like with this Mustang, I can be perfectionistic, and eventually I will draw something like totally different, like will look like even not look like Mustang because I will lost in all those nuances because here's so many shapes. You see this like going here, going there, and like wow. So most convenient approach is like a show. It's like when you like make them more blocky. So it says like let's say body like this. So it's just like more simple 3D form, kind of this something. Let's say, and then to front we add this extra thing. And it's better be a little, maybe like too much simple at the beginning, so later you will add, like you will naturally learn how to make it little more complex and little more nuanced. But if you will start from like focus too much on nuances like this, it just will be much harder, or maybe you will never get out from there, and kind of, you can be on this approach again like amateur artist who is just copying lines instead of really understand and making kind of creating this creative decisions. So kind of simplify its creative decision, like how you decide to avoid some tiny nuances. Yeah, also like kind of similar with the portraits too, because kind of portrait, like when you draw people, is little like a caricature every time, because you need to avoid certain features and exaggerate other features. It's kind of like you need to change people appearance to make them look like them. At least this, like what I like most in other artist works, is how they making these changes, like alterations. It's always better to see some difference than just kind of masterful copy. And this Shelby. Dun, dun, dun. It Shelby, this engineer from a movie, like Ford versus Ferrari, I guess. A very cool movie. So this kind of our beginner's fear of drawing wrong, of like being not good enough and stuff. You will break this fear by deciding from beginning to draw differently. Like you not copy reference, you change in reference, and this already make it easier in a certain kind of, from a certain angle, kind of. Because like so many like very good artists like Toriyama or somebody else, like if you will give them task to copy something very precisely, like a drawing my portrait like realistically, right? He will not able to do, like many artists will not able to do this, and they don't need. We love their work because they have this kind of distinctive creative style, not because they can draw everything like a photo camera kind of. So why we push ourselves to be like this absolute perfect in every kind of in every direction. And I was like, a long time ago, I remember I was posting my street sketches in Russian social media, and some children write in my comments like say like, hey, why is like not perfect here nor perfect there? And some boy, kind of some guy write say like, if me like, if I cannot make good, I will not even start. This is like, it's the dumbest thing you ever can say. Uh, it's like, yeah, of course, and you will never do anything with this approach if you only start doing things when you're sure you will do it perfect. So, so here's some kind of this. It's kind of like then I guess like nobody will ever even born if such thing exists. It's like in this meme, it's like it's just like look around, so like, oh no, no, I just go out. This world is crazy. Dawson is perfect here, definitely. Так, this is kind of what happened here. Okay, let's just leave it like this. I can write Shelby. Ridiculous. I should use like different approach. We'll redraw these characters later. Так. So here we have some small lamp. Так. This one. Something like this. And this one here. This. Like this. Так. You're being too short. Might go over here. Anyway. My cat is kind of very wild, but friendly. I don't know. It's like have very good feeling of friendship and team, like a dog, maybe a little, but very active, like to run everywhere, jumping, moving all day. No, sleep at my legs. Sometimes like sit on my leg like this in the night. Right now, also sleep on my legs. Very heavy. Oh. Meow, meow, meow. Here, everywhere. Так, let me see. Can I sharpen this pencil? Yes, still can sharpen. Так. So let's see. Tesla. Let's make some Tesla draw. It's also double check. Yeah, kind of similar, right? Similar style to Toriyama. Just change proportion, but basically it's a realistic vehicle. Yeah, sharpen my fingers. Так, so same way, let's change proportions of a Tesla. Let's do this one. Yeah, looks badass. Так. So again here, wheelbase. If like original is like 2.5 wheels between, in Toriyama is like 1.5. Yeah, about 1.5. Kind of, yeah. Very small distance between wheels. Here is like 2 wheels. Okay, let's see. No, here's like 3.5 in a real car. Let's see, like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 3 wheel between, but in Toriyama it's like 2 wheel between. Okay, I know this. This wheelbase. Then body. And roof. This. Yeah, like writing on a grave, like sharpener swallowed him. He tried sharpen like black hole, and sharpener swallowed his existence. Так, so it's kind of funny doing this stuff. It's like how Tesla look if Toriyama drew it. Так, kind of this. There is a documentary about Norwegian, I think, artist, like from Norway or from Denmark. He was he learned like exact process how Raphael and some other like classical artists made their paintings. So he been like using exact same process and painting like a new artworks and pretending like it's real. So it's like he make fake Raphael, fake Michelangelo, and then like they make a scheme kind of like discovering this original old paintings for like somebody ethic and say like, oh, it's my grandfather kind of collection. And he really make a lot of money with this fake art. And all art market experts, they believe him. So they're all experts been fooled. Because their expertise seems not so effective. And so here we have this curvature. Um, yes, because it's Tesla, so dude must be sleeping. How to draw sleeping guy here. Так. Так, sleeping guy. Так. Maybe pillow. Driving fast. And there's dude sleeping. Draw sleeping guy. See, what's this? Stay car. Ah, okay, yeah. Kind of like this. So here is like how people sleep. Так. Так, what happened here? It's crazy. Like this shape. What is this? Okay, it's like this. Okay, this. So maybe this will be like Tesla taxi. Okay. Now it's like very realistic. So Tesla taxi. Driver sleep. Cars moving 200 miles per hour. And passenger panic. It's like, oh no. Okay, need to sharpen pets. Так. Так. I will sharpen it pencil. Anyway. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Так, careful. We don't want to break it. Okay, yeah, I tell ya, sharp pencil. Так, so be like this pencil. When everybody don't believe anymore, you still can do it. Так, go, go, short pencil. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. Yeah, use special equipment. Так, okay, so driver is sleeping. It's like, it's okay. Autopilot, the unit sync. So in Tesla moves so silent, so quiet, so only you can hear snoring of a driver. Yeah. Pencil, pencil. Так, so here, and we have computer. Yeah, screen here. So, and screen here say, let's play a game. Oh, 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 oh. So kind of this. And this passenger. It's like, no. I should ride bicycle today. Так. Possible. Here. Так. Imagine some AI gang want to troll some humans. Have you seen movie Upgrade? This sci-fi movie Upgrade. Get here everywhere. So seems I still can use my pencil for next video, for next stream. Так. What's this? Here. Here's this line. This curve. Now it's more like face. Так, see. Так. Draw Cybertruck. It's interesting, like is real or just 3D model? Seems real. Так. Так. Значит, body. Here we have. Так, how to make it more exaggerated. Wheelbase. Yeah. Something like this. What's this? Ah, and I need to exaggerate. So how Cybertruck looks in Akira Toriyama style. Так. Just like a triangle. Так. Так, окей. So it's like have two lamps. One lamp here, one lamp here. It's kind of middle break something. Так, and after have так. Goes through. So it's like to sit. Yeah. Okay. Now it seems feasible. Так. So here we have dude. Так, again, need a small break.
Madness. This is Jane Bond art.
Так, little erase. Careful, don't lost pencil now. Так, что? This thickness. No, it's actually a little invert. Okay, so structure of this disk. Три, четыре. Yes. Так, anyway, so this one go down. And this two go up. Just need to look at this. So this side, it's up here in inner disk. It's here like this. And then it's not round, and then it's just straight lines. In Taiwan, many Tesla, but never seen Cybertruck yet. Yeah, I see. Maybe in Taipei. Need to look. Yeah, so here. Not sure how it looks inside. We'll draw this screen. And we organize this. So, Okay. Okay, so kind of this. How to draw Akira Toriyama style. To quick recap, it's have clear idea what you're drawing, make breakdown into like elements, like to learn all objects related to vehicle you draw, and just um, adjust proportions. That's it. So you adjust proportions to make them be more like a toy car. So, or this kind of car for children to ride. And we see how Toriyama, he do it not only with cars, he do it also with this kind of um, jets. I don't know. So it's kind of, yeah, like a jet. So I even don't know who was first, Toriyama or this children machines outside. Like I see a lot of this stuff, like small airplanes, small tanks. Yeah, and these like children motorcycles, children like glider, whatever it is. So even here, he's like make realistic details, like in this rifle or like how's it called, gun. Anyway, with magazines and all this um, subcategories of elements. So that's it. See you next video. Thank you for watching. Write your comment. Okay, like here. Yeah.
Let's love together!